All right, welcome to another edition of the Inside Jokes RV. This is yours truly, Joe Shelton. We're going to review the Paxcess Rockman 500 Power Station today. So let's check it out. Me and my RV. Me and my RV. This is the Paxcess 500. Paxcess, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Let's look at the bottom of it. Rockman 500 Power Station. All right, upon initial, it was between this one and the Jackery for me. And the main couple of reasons why I went with this one over the Jackery. Number one, the Jackery was like 500. This was like $70 to $90 cheaper. All right, same power outage, wattage, and everything. So $70 cheaper. So that was the main reason I went with it. Second reason, I think this looks a little more sleek. It has a more sleeker look than the Jackery. I like the little neon green and the black. Really, looks sort of stylish. Looks more like a little boom box, a little CD player you used to carry back in the day. Weighs maybe 8-10 pounds, maybe 10 pounds, maybe at the lightest, heaviest. Comes with two plugs. Comes with your regular wall charger and 12-volt cigarette lighter type charger. You can plug it. You can plug this in your car. You have it charging in your car. All right. This is where you plug in the charge. It has some connections for if you want to buy some solar panels, and if you're one of those persons that's out a lot, and you can buy solar panels and you can connect those guys right there. And you have a 12-volt, and this is 12-volt out. So if you got something that you want to charge 12-volt or power, plug it in that way. It has various USB. See the different wattage for USB, and a 30-watt. And here's your AC. Has a little lid. All right, let's power it on. Cool little display. All right. So if I wanted to use, I got my iPad here. If I wanted to just plug it up, the display, it shows you the battery percentage. It's going to show you the output. If you have something powering like a phone or iPad, it's going to show you what's going out. And then when you're being charged, it's going to show you the amount, especially with solar power. It's useful for solar power. It's going to tell you how much wattage is coming in. And from that, you can tell how long it's going to charge it. When you plug it into a shoreline or something, pretty much all the same, but that's really useful to show how much power is coming in if you're using a solar. So if I plug it in right here, then I have to hit these little buttons. And you see right there. Now it's telling me that I'm using 11 watts coming out to charge the iPad. See, you look right here, see that it is charging. All right. So, main thing I use this for is for my travel trailer. To power I have a mini fridge, and I used it to power the mini fridge when I'm traveling, so I can have food already stocked up and frozen. And at 100%, I drove for about 7 hours, and it had this plugged up to the fridge, and it only got down to about 43%. So I'm pretty sure I can get 10-12 hours if I needed to push it. And the temperature was relatively cool, so I'm pretty sure if it was in a hotter time or summertime, I'm pretty sure that number will decrease, because the fridge has to work harder in the warmer weather. but I got about up to 7 hours in 70-degree temperature. So that's pretty cool. All right. Again, I like the look of it. It's sleek. Looks like a little old school bone box. This can serve several purposes. Of course, the main purpose I got it was for the RV, but also, you know, when you're in the RV, not only powering the fridge, sometimes if you sleeping at a Cracker Barrel or Walmart boondocking, you want to have another little power source, you know, inside the trailer without hooking up the generator. Second reason I got it, you know, for home use. You know, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and we've been going through a lot of natural disasters, floods and tornadoes over the last couple of years, and a lot of power outages. So you never can go wrong having a power source supply something like this in your house. Then also, I'm a teacher, a band director specifically, and when we go on band trips and band competitions, and you're sitting in stadiums for hours upon hours, you know, your phones die, kids want to charge the phones, this would be a great thing to charge up some phones. So I'm pretty sure just charging up a phone or iPad, I could probably go a few days without draining the battery down to zero if I'm just constantly charging phones and an iPad. So of course, if you go on an outing, a picnic or somewhere, you just it's good to have this, you know, with cell phones and iPads being your main source of GPS and communication nowadays. It's always good to have this, something like this, to make sure you always have like some power, ability to charge phones when you're out. Again, the price of this was like $420, about $70 cheaper than the Jackery, but I think it's well worth it over the period of times, the minute usage you get out of it in those emergency times. So again, like the sleek look, and so far so good. First use, had no problems charging. Cuts right on. Anytime if you want to use the AC, you have to press the button for AC. Each for USB, cut it on. 12 volt, cut it on. The only thing I want to check out next time is when I have this in my travel trailer. If you watch one of my previous videos, I installed might be able to see it from right here. I installed that 12 volts in the bed of my truck. And I want to test if while I have it hooked up to like my fridge, if I can run a longer cable into this and see will it charge while it's also outputting. So that's another test. I need to read up on to see if you can do that. Pretty sure it can. If I could do that, man, then it's endless power supply. All right. So leave me some comments. If you like this or you want to know more info about it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the videos. And we'll see you on the next time for Inside Jokes RV.